going to finish up our hokusai prints that we started last week. Last week we drew our wave picture, we carved it or engraved it into our foam. Now today is the coolest step. That's when we're going to turn our carving into a print. And this process is called printmaking. And we use a couple of special tools to do that. Instead of a paintbrush, we use this tool. It's called a brayer. And a brayer is like a little mini paint roller. Some of you might use this at your house to paint your walls. But this is a special one made out of rubber that doesn't absorb the ink and it goes on smoothly. The second tool we're going to use is right in this tray. That black worm is actually ink. Instead of using black paint, we use black ink. And the reason for that, it's thicker. That way when we roll it onto our carving, it won't seep into the crevices and we'll have a clearer print. So these are the tools that we're going to use. Now, after we're done carving our picture nice and deep, we're going to very gently tug off our drawing because we don't need it anymore. We can ball that up and set it aside to be recycled. Now, once your carving is done, you're going to come and see me. And we're going to use the brayer to roll the ink on our carving. So we take our brayer and our ink, we use a little tray, and we have to spread the ink around so it coats the whole brayer nice and black. We want it to go the whole length and width of the brayer. So you can see there's ink on there. So we roll it on. Now, this is where we can see if we carve deeply enough. If we carve deeply, wherever you drew will show up as white because the ink doesn't seep down into it. And wherever you didn't carve will be black because we didn't go down. So here we go. We're going to roll it on, and we're going to roll it on. And we can see wherever Grayson carved, we can see our ships, our Mount Fuji, our waves, it shows up white. And wherever she didn't carve, it shows up black. Now, this is the tricky part. After Ramirez rolls your ink on, you're going to pick up your inky print. And you're going to bring it back to your seat. And we pick up one of our print papers, just like this. And we want to be able to see our name so we can identify our art. And we have to very carefully center the paper over top of the inked piece and lay it right down. Then we're going to pick up this piece of art, the paint and the paper, and we're going to bring it over here to this big piece of paper. And we're going to pick up a clean brayer, a brayer that doesn't have any ink on it. And this is super duper important. We have to give our piece a back rub. We have to roll it carefully, press down. We're transferring the ink to the paper. The pressure puts the ink onto the paper. And we want to go all up and down, pushing down. And then here's the moment of truth. Okay? Now before we peel it off, let's talk a minute about printmaking. It's not like regular painting. Printmaking is meant to show lots of texture. We know texture is how something feels. So it's not going to look perfect. We're going to have some light spots and some darker spots. And that's part of the process, and that's okay. So we're going to pick up our paper, and we're going to start to peel it off, just like this. And then we see our picture transferred onto the paper, and that's called a print. It looks beautiful, Grayson. Now, printmaking is not an exact science. That's why you're going to get to make two. So when you're done with your first print, you'll take it back to your seats, leave it at your seat to dry, and you're going to repeat the process and make two prints. And you're going to choose the best one and keep that one. Sometimes artists make up to 100 prints to find the perfect one. And that's just part of the process. So you'll pick your favorite one, and that one will sit and dry. All right, Nala, you can stop, sweetie pie.